discussing Karnataka CET Physics 2022 solutions in detail. The question paper version is C4 and this video contains the question numbers from 21 to what? 40. In previous video already I discussed question number 1 to 20 I discussed. Okay, now let us see. When a compact disc CD is illuminated by small source of white light, colored bands are observed. This is due to which phenomenon is asking? Interference, reflection, scattering, diffraction. It is a conceptual based question. It is what? It is based on the diffraction only. Next. Consider a glass slab which is silvered at one side and the other side is transparent. Given the refractive index of the glass slab is to be 1.5. If a ray of light is incident at an angle of, it is not 450, it is 45 degree on the transparent side, the deviation of the ray of light from the initial path when it comes to the out of the slab is, okay, fine. Here, this is your glass slab. This is the glass slab. Okay. One side of the glass slab is what? It is silvered. It is. Now let us consider a ray of light. Now it is incident like this. Okay, this is the incident. This is the what? Refracted ray. This is the refracted. Since it is silvered, this is silvered, so that light undergo reflection here. From this, it undergo reflection. Again, refraction is what? Produced. Here you say this angle is 45 degree. This angle is also what? 45 degree from the path of reversibility and all that. Suppose if this glass slab is not present, this is your glass slab is not present, the ray would have been traveled like this. The ray would have been traveled like this. Here, from the geometry, this is 45 degree. Then certainly, this also what? It is 45 degree. When this is 45 degree, then you see here, this will be what? 90 degree. This is 90. When this is 90, this is 45. Then this angle is also what? This angle is also what? 45 degree. Is 45 degree. Now, I will produce this ray backward. I will produce it. Here also the story, same story. Here, 45 degree now. Here from this angle is also what? It is 45 degree. But this angle is also what? 45 degree, because from here to here it is what? 90 degree. Now these two rays, this is 45, this is 45. Certainly this angle is what? It is 90 degree. Here he is asking the how much that is incident ray is deviated. Actually, it is supposed to travel in this direction, but it is traveling in what direction? In this direction is traveling. So that it is deviated by what? How much? 90 degree. Or another diagram also. This also what? Equivalent diagram. This is the what? The incident ray, and this is the what? Emergent ray. angle between them is what? From here it is also what? 90 degree. But in this slide I discussed, that is what, in detail how it is 90 degree I discussed here. Okay. Remember students, this is 45, then certainly this also what? 45 degree. And this normal and this is 90 degree, so that this angle is what? 45 degree. Next. Focal length of the convex lens will be maximum for which color? It is for focal length. You know the equation, 1 by f equal to what? N minus of 1 into bracket 1 by r1 minus 1 divided by what? Here 1 by f is directly proportional to what? N. But we know that n and lambda, how they are proportional here? It is like this. N is directly proportional to what? 1 by lambda. So that it is 1 by what? Lambda. Then certainly this f and this lambda, how they are? F is directly proportional to what? Lambda. And we know that lambda is more for which color? Red color. So that this is the focal length. Lambda is more, then focal length is also what? More. Next. The de Broglie wavelength of a particle of kinetic energy K. The kinetic energy is what? K. The wavelength is, this is not 1, this is what? Lambda. The wavelength of the particle, if kinetic energy is what? K4. Say, when the kinetic energy is K, when the kinetic energy is K, the wavelength is what? Lambda. If the kinetic energy is K by 4, then what is the new wavelength? Lambda dash equal to what he is asking. You have to use the relation lambda is equal to h divided by square root of 2m into what? Kinetic energy. This equation you have to use it. Here you see kinetic energy and wavelength, how they are related here? This kinetic energy and this kinetic energy and wavelength inversely related. So that can I write like this? Lambda dash divided by lambda equal to square root of kinetic energy divided by square root of kinetic energy K dash. Use it. This is equal to kinetic energy, initial kinetic energy is how much it is? K, that square. But here it is, the new kinetic energy is how much it is? K by what? 4. K by 4. So that this K is get cancelled. Equal to what? Square root of 4. Square root of 4 equal to what? 2. Therefore, the wavelength lambda dash equal to what? 2 lambda. 2 lambda is there? Yes. Here, no need to do all these things. Because kinetic energy increases 4 times, then square root of 4 is what? 2. So that wavelength will be what? Increases here. Here, students, one can eliminate here because kinetic energy decreases means kinetic energy decreases. Kinetic energy decreases means wavelength must what? Increase here. So that this is not an option, that is. This is not an option. Okay. This is also not an option. This is also what? Not an option. Next. The radius of the hydrogen atom in the ground state is what? 0.53. Okay. After collision with an electron, it is found to have a radius is what? 2.12 angstrom. The principal quantum number n of the final state of the atom is. You have to use the relation between the radius and n. R is directly proportional to what? N square. This formula you have to use it. This is R dash equal to here. R equal to what? How much it is? 0.53. Then nu is R dash equal to how much it is? 2.12. This is possible only if n equal to what? 2. Because n square equal to what? 4. Then multiply with this R dash equal to, it is 0.53 into what? 4 equal to 2.12. Here I use the formula R equal to or R dash equal to R naught into what? N square. This formula I used here. What is R naught? R naught is nothing but 0.53 into what? N square. Then N square equal to what? R dash divided by 0.53. Already has given R dash. R dash is how much? 2.12 divided by what? N divided by 0.53. This N square becomes 4 or N equal to what? 2. Either you can use this or else what you can do in this method. So that this is N equal to 2 is the what? Right choice. Okay. Next. In accordance with Bohr's model, the quantum number that characterizes Earth's revolution around the Sun in an orbital radius is how much? 10 to the 1.5 into 10 to the power of 11 meter. It is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 11 meter with the orbital speed has given. And then he has given the mass of the Earth has given. It is analogous to the Bohr's model. That is what? mv into what? R equal to n into what? h divided by what? 2 pi. He is asking this value. What is the value of what? N. Therefore, n equal to, this is purely numerical, mv into r divided by h divided by what? 2 pi. This is equal to mv r divided by h into what? 2 pi. You substitute all the values here. N equal to, mass value is how much it is? It is, the mass is of the Earth 6 into 10 to the power of how much? 6 into 10 to the power 24 kilograms. And the velocity is how much? 3 into 10 to the power of what? 4. 3 into 10 to into the radius is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 11 divided by, it is h value 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34. Multiply by what? 2 pi. If you multiply all these things, you are getting 2.57 into 10 to the power 74 here. Here you see, it is 24 plus 4, 28. 28 plus 11, it is 39. This comes numerator, 39 plus 34 equal to, it is 73. It is roughly very close to 73 is what? This is the choice. So that you can, without, that means with quickly what you can do this problem by saving the time factor. Time management is more important here. Roughly you are getting, you see, 10 to the power, just to add, it comes around 73. That means very close to 73 is, this is the choice. Next. If an electron is revolving in its Bohr orbit, having Bohr radius is 0.529, then the radius of the third orbit, it is exactly similar to the previous problem only. Here r dash equal to r naught into what? N square. You have to use it. Bohr orbit. Then he is asking the radius of the third orbit. He is asking, that is r3 equal to 0.53 into what? 9. That's what. Then it comes on around, it is 4, 5 something, that is not. It is 4.761 amps. This is the right choice. Okay, next. The binding energy of nitrogen nucleus is how much? That we have to calculate. He has given the mass of this, mass of a nitrogen nucleus is given. Here, the binding energy delta M equal to, you have to use the formula, it is Z into what? MP plus of what? A minus of Z mass of neutron minus actual mass of the what? Nucleus. You have to use it. Here delta M equal to here. This nitrogen 714, it contains protons equal to 7 and neutrons equal to what? 7 here. This comes around, this is total mass of the protons, it comes around 7.05481 plus. It is entire the mass of the neutrons, it is 7.06069, okay, minus of what? Actual mass of the what? Nucleus, it is how much? 14.00307, that is what? Okay. AMU, it isn't, U stands for what? AMU. This delta M, it comes to be, it is 0.11243. Then binding energy equal to, we know that delta M into what? 931.5. Substitute this 0.11243 into what? 931.5. It translates into 104.7 MeV. 4. This is the right choice. It is also purely numerical one. Next. In a photoelectric experiment, if both the intensity and frequency of the incident light are doubled, okay, is doubled. Which one? Intensity and also what? Frequency, both are doubled. He is asking about what about a photoelectric current. Remember students, photoelectric current is directly proportional to what? Intensity of the light. Intensity of the light. If intensity increases, photoelectric current is also what? Increases here. That is, photoelectric current increases. But it does not depend on the frequency. It does not depend upon the frequency. Okay. Becomes, if both intensity and frequency are doubled, if intensity increases, the photoelectric current is also what? Increases. Now, then tell me now, here remains constant? No, is doubled. This was the right choice. This is the right choice. Okay. Now, next. Remember, photoelectric current, it does not depend on what? Frequency. It does not depend on frequency. Okay. Next one. The kinetic energy of the photoelectrons increases by 0.52 electron volt. Kinetic energy increases. When the wavelength of the incident light is changed from 500 nanometer to another wavelength here, another wave, which is approximately, we can do it here quickly. Here kinetic energy and lambda, how they are proportional? Inversely proportional. Kinetic energy is directly proportional to what? 1 divided by what? Lambda. Here lambda 1 equal to what? 500 nanometer. Okay. Now the kinetic energy in this experiment is increases. Kinetic energy increases means the wavelength should decreases, so that lambda 2, it must be less than what? 500 nanometer only. It should be less than. Less than 500 means it is not possible. This is not possible. This is not possible. So that this is the what? The right choice. 400 nanometer is the right choice for it. Okay. Suppose if there are two choices are there, both are, another one is 350 or 450, then you have to do the detailed solution. Otherwise, no need of it. Next. The resistivity of a semiconductor at room temperature is bit is between, that is what it is also according to your KCET book and all that, 10 to the power of minus 3 to what this way, that is 10 to the power of minus 3 to 10 to the power of 6, this way, that is. It is not watt, it is ohm, it is what, ohm, it is ohm, ohm it is. But the books have given, in terms of meter has given, that you have to convert into what? Centimeter, that is. Meter to centimeter, multiply by what? 100, you have to do it, that is. Next. The forbidden energy gap of germanium is, germanium is a point, forbidden gap, energy gap. This is 0.71 electron volt. It is also memory based question here, it's 0.71. For germanium, it is roughly, it is 0.71 is there. For silicon, it is 1.1 is there, that is. So that this is the what? Right choice. Next. Which logic gate is represented by the following combination of the logic gates? Okay. This is NOT gate. What you are getting here? A bar. This is what? B bar. It is NOR gate. Y equal to what? A bar plus of what? B bar. Whole bar. Y bar plus B. Because here it is input is A bar and this is what? B bar. Here we know that De Morgan's theorem, we know that A bar plus B bar whole bar equal to, according to De Morgan's theorem, that is sum equal to what? The sum of the complements equal to what? Product of the complements. So that this is product, you have to write it A bar dot B bar, A bar. Complement, product, A bar of bar equal to what? It is A. B bar of bar equal to what? B. It is Y equal to what? A into B. So that it must be a AND gate. This is the Boolean equation for the AND gate. This is the right choice. Next. A metallic rod of mass per unit length is, has given 0.5 kg kg per meter. He is lying horizontally on a smooth inclined plane, which makes an angle of how much? Angle of 30 degree. This is not 300. This is what? 30 degree. That is. With the horizontal, a magnetic field of strength 0.25 Tesla is acting on it in the vertical direction. When a current is flowing, through it, the rod is not allowed to slide down. The quantity of the current, this is the current effect. This is the current. The quantity of the current required to keep the rod stationary. Yes. Okay. So here, I draw the diagram. This is your inclined plane. This is the inclined plane. The rod is moving on this. Now I am considering this one rod. This is a point object. This angle is what? Theta. Now the weight of the rod is acting in what? Downward direction. Here, you know this in the first P also. This quantity is what? Here. When I extend it now like this, this is 90. When this is theta, then this angle must be what? This angle must be 90 minus of what? Theta. 90 minus of theta. So that the component of this mg along this direction is mg into cos of 90 minus of theta. What is cos of 90 minus theta? Equal to mg into what? Sin theta. And here the magnetic field is acting now. Magnetic field, how it is acting? It is magnetic field is acting in upward direction. This is the magnetic field. And your rod is moving in the downward direction, so that current is in this direction here. And another force is acting, that is what? Magnetic force. It is acting like this. This is the magnetic force. This magnetic force, it makes an angle of what? Theta. Now, the component of the magnetic force is like this. This is Fm into what? Cos theta here. Here Fm nothing but magnetic force. Fm equal to force experienced by the rod in magnetic field. We know that equation BIL. So that this is equal to BIL into what? Cos theta here. Now you see, for the equilibrium position, one force is acting like this, another force is acting like this. When both are equal, then the rod is in what? The stationary condition. That is here BIL into cos theta equal to mg into what? Sin theta. But we are interested in calculating the what? I. Therefore, I equal to mg into what? Sin theta divided by this factor. It is B into what? L into B into what? Cos theta. What is sin by cos? That is tan. And this is what? Mass per unit length. It is what? M dash. G divided by B into what? Tan theta. Has given the theta value, has given. Theta equal to what? 30 degree. Mass per unit length is known here. And then magnetic field is known. Then G equal to is known here. Now substitute all these things here. Now substitute, so that current equal to 5 into 10 to the power of minus 1 into 9.8 divided by what? 0.25. It is magnetic field into what? Tan 30 equal to what? Tan of what? 30. Substitute all these things. This current, after calculation, it comes around 11.32 ampere. See the answer? 11.32. This is the right choice. Okay. Here, this other diagram also I draw. This is the rock. It is moving on the what? Inclined plane. This angle theta equal to how much it is? 30 degree. Here, notice it. Motion is along like this here, and the magnetic field is what? Along this. Then, by using the vector mechanics, vector algebra, and all that, you can calculate in what direction the force is acting. The force is acting. The magnetic force is acting along this direction. That is what we shown here. That is okay. Next, a nuclear reactor delivers a power of 10 to the power of 9 watts. The amount of fuel consumed by the reactor in 1 hour is asking. Okay. Power equal to what is that? Energy divided by what? Time equal to mc square divided by what? T. Therefore, m equal to what? M equal to power multiplied by T divided by what? C square. What is the value of power here? In 10 to the power of what? 9. In how much time here? 1 hour. 1 hour means 16 to 60, that is 3600. Divided by what? C square. It is 9 into 10 to the power of what? 16, that is. So that it comes around m equal to, it comes around 4 into 10 to the power of what? Minus 5 kg, because all are in SI range. But answers are in the grams. So that this becomes, you have to convert minus 5 into what? 10 to the power of 3 equal to 4 into 10 to the power of minus 2 gram equal to 0.04 gram. Is that choice? Yes. This is the choice. Next. Which of the following radiations is deflected by electric field? Only what? Alpha particle. Only the charged particles are undergo deflection by both electrical field and magnetic field. This is electromagnetic waves. No, this charge is 0. These are the what? Photons. So that only what? Alpha particles. two objects are projected at an angle of 0 degree and what? 90 minus of theta. It is 90 minus theta degree. To the horizontal with the same speed, the ratio of their maximum height. This is the angle what? Theta. This is the what? H. This is one particle. And another one is asking, it is what is this height? Here, this angle is what it is. Now one is theta and another one is what? 90 minus of what? Theta. One is H1 and another one is what? H2. Here we know the equation H and theta, we know that angle of projection. Velocity is same. Velocity is what? Same. H is directly proportional to what? Sine square theta. We know this. Yes. Now, H1 divided by H2 equal to sine square theta divided by sine square. It is 90 minus of what? Theta. Because second particle is projected at an angle of how much? 90 minus of theta degree. First one is projected at what? Theta degree here. Now, this is equal to sine square theta divided by what? It is cos square theta equal to what is this? Tan square theta. So that the ratio is tan square theta, that is H1 divided by H2 equal to tan square theta divided by what? 1. So that this is the right choice. Next, a car is moving in a circular horizontal track of radius, how much? 10 meter of radius is 10 meter with a constant speed of what? 10 meter per second. A bob is suspended from the roof of the car by light wire, that means massless wire, of length is how much? 1 meter. The angle made by the wire with the vertical is now this is like this is the wire. This length is what? How much? 1 meter. That is, this length is what? 1 meter. Okay. This mass is suspended. When the car is moving, now it is displaced. This angle is how much? This you have to calculate. Here you see, students, the weight of the rod is acting in this direction. It is what? mg. Now when centripetal force, it is taking the turn, so that it is centripetal force equal to what? mv square by what? R. Radius has given. Okay, the radius has given. Track of radius is how much? 10 meter and all that radius. This radius. Then from this geometry, you see tan theta equal to, that is tan theta equal to v square divided by what? Rg, that is v square divided by what? R into what? G. Substitute this, because we know this, how it is. Tan theta equal to what happens? It is mv square divided by what? R divided by what? mg. So that this is what? Get cap. What you are getting here? V square divided by what? R into G. Now you substitute value of V. Velocity is how much it is? 10 meter per second. Okay. 10 into what? 10 divided by. The radius is how much it is? 10 meter. Okay. Radius is 10 meter. And G also has given 10. That is has given it is 10. So that now here this get cancels, equal to what? 1. Tan theta equal to 1 for which angle? Tan theta equal to 1. Therefore theta equal to what? Tan inverse of what? 1 equal to 45 degree. It means 5 by what? 4. This is the right choice. Next. Two masses of 5 kg and 3 kg are suspended with the help of massless inextensible strings as shown in the figure. When whole system is going upward, this is going up with an acceleration, that is okay, 2 meter per second square. The value of the tension is, you have to calculate tension, that is okay. Now I will draw the free body diagram. This is the tension, that is tension T1, but force due to weight is acting in the what? Downward direction. It is m1 plus m2 into what? G, that is. Since your body is moving with some acceleration, it is moving in upward direction. By using this one, this is greater T1 minus T1 minus of what? m1 plus m2 into G equal to m1 plus m2 into what? This is a free body diagram. Because upward force is more compared to this. That's why I have written T1 minus. Simplify it. T1 equal to, I will transfer it on the right side, m1 plus m2 into what? G plus of m1 plus of m2 into what? A. Which is the common factor here? m1 plus m2 is the common factor. m1 plus m2 into bracket of what? A plus of what? G, that is. Substitute T1 equal to, what is m1? 5 kg. This is 8 kg. 8 into bracket. What is the acceleration here? The acceleration is what? 2 plus of what? 9.8. This is equal to 8 into 11.8. Multiply it. 8 into 11.8. It comes around more than 88 or 90. So that this is the right choice. Because it is close to 12. 12 8 are what? 96. Close to 96 is what? 94. So that this is the right choice. The vernier scale of a traveling microscope has 50 divisions, which coincides with 49 main scale divisions. If each main scale division is what? 0.5 millimeter, it is no. One division equal to 0.5 millimeter, then the least count, it is not least, it is least count of the what? Microscope is, okay. You know the formula, least count equal to smallest division on main scale divided by total number of divisions on vernier scale, In this problem, the smallest division on this is 0.5, equal to what? 0.5. Okay. Total number of divisions on the vernier, that is what is, how much it is? 50, equal to 5 divided by 500, equal to 1 by 100, equal to 0.01 mm, that is 0.01 mm. So that this is the right choice. Okay. Students, in the next, again the third video, I am going to discuss the remaining questions. Question number 41 to what? 60, I will discuss it. Now I will end at this point. Thank you very much.